Welcome back, boys and girls. I got a quick tie here for you, something I've been messing around with. Not something I typically have tried, but it's looking for something different. This is your famous Mop Bug, okay? I'm sure there's about 1 million different patterns on here, and I'm not sure why it gets such bad press as far as people being shamed into not using it, but it catches fish. So I'm not entirely sure why there is that perception that we shouldn't be using this type of thing, but more or less it's just a worm. I mean, if you ever see tree worms or anything like that fall out of the trees, you can make these things in 1 million different colors, and you can buy everything from just a regular mop chenille that I've seen that you can buy on a card, to buying these little pre-made little individual ones, which is what I do. I don't tie enough of these to warrant getting anything more than that. So simple thing here. I mean, you can tie this however you want. I got a 4mm bead on here. This is the little bit of the mop material, and you can kind of see on the hook I have some tinsel down here, some buggy type dubbing, and a hot spot. You can tie these up very quickly, and it's just a matter of how creative you want to be. So let's go ahead and get started here. As far as our materials, what we're using, I have this is an Orvis 1 POR. This is just a size 12. It's their typical nymph hook. As far as the bead that I have on here, I got fire hole. This is a 4mm black. The chenille that I'm using, like I said, comes in these pre-formed little things. I just buy them by the dozen or so. And as far as the tinsel we're using, I've been liking this Hens. This is Paragon PBM 35, if you can see that. This is great. I mean, this whole Hens line, of Paragon, type things. You got like a bluish here. Every time you put it on, it seems like it's a different color depending on the light. And for the thread, we got just Semperfli red. Use that. I have an orange that I use just to create that hot spot. So let's get started here. I tried different hooks with this and didn't really like the way that it presented. I tried it on a jig hook, but it seems like because it is such a big bead on such a smaller hook, that you get almost too much separation on the bug itself, to where the bead is going to stand out a little bit more. You want it kind of more just like a slug type of a look. But you can tie them up however you want. Get this thread on here. Always got to make sure that we have these beads set up right, and it kind of covers the hook gap if you don't. Not the hook gap, the hook eye. I'm going to tie this on the whole way down to the drop. Just to cover up that hook a little bit. Wind it back up. Tie this off. Hang it there, and then just wrap this stuff up the hook shank. Had a really really good day with these. It just seems like when the fish aren't eating what they normally eat, I'll throw a couple of these into a deep hole and tend to have some luck. And I went up to a big trout club, local trout club here a couple weeks ago, and never fished these mop bugs before, and had a hell of a day. And that seemed to be the only thing that they wanted to eat. So why not? Feed them. Catch some fish. Feed them what they want. Okay, tie that down. Again, I'm always readjusting this bead to make sure it's going to stay on the top. I'm going to put another whip finish in that because I'm going to be spinning this. Get some UV. A little drop on this. Spread it around. You can see the color in that, it just really pops. Cook that for a minute or two. I think I'm due for a new light here. This thing just seems to take longer and longer and longer. Okay, there we go. So now we're going to take our chenille, and this is a corded material, so if you peel off a little bit off the front, you should be able to reach the core. You don't want to take too much off. The ones I tied seemed to do really well if they were kind of floppy in the back, I guess, like this. I'm just going to bind that down really well. Okay. Now this one we have to make sure we have this bead in the right spot. Yeah. Okay, now we get the other thing I just got, Hare's Ear Plus. I like this one, it's a little bit buggier. And yeah, be liberal with this. You want this to represent legs, just a little bit of movement, something along that line. A little bit more on there. Sink this down behind the bead. Try to create that little bit of a hot spot. Piece of something on there. Put a drop of UV on the string. Spread that out a little little bit more precise down over the top of the bead there. Couple of turns on a whip finish. Cook a little. Okay. Now, I try to brush this stuff forward a little bit first, because sometimes if you brush back, you can see how these little fibers start to come out. So I'll try to brush everything forward and then just push it back a little bit. You want some stray fibers to cover up the gaps. Okay, now from here you can pretty much do whatever you want. If you want to just leave them regular colors, you can do that. I've even, like on this one, you know, used a marker to draw like a line on the side, so it kind of looks like a big maggot or something going through. This mop material, when you get it in the water, it really soaks up a lot of water and it gets all, I don't know, like squishy, I guess is the best way to describe it. But yeah, you can doctor these up however you want. Tons of colors. I got a 4.5 millimeter bead on this one. Put some ice dub in it. You can make, this is a 4 millimeter bead that I use in heavier water, because I mean, not even super heavy water, because it'll still maintain and float a little bit. They got little smaller ones that you can make here, endless combinations. This is a 3 millimeter bead, and you can see the size difference, you know, on the actual bug. They sell those smaller ones. Here's a pink one that I've had good luck with. But give it a shot. Try up some different colors. Go catch some fish. When they don't seem to be biting, this seems to be a good trick. Thanks for stopping in, guys. We'll see you.